You may have noticed in the example earlier in this assignment that the beveled edges were somewhat rounded, and this is a very rectangular kind of shape. Okay, let's go make ourselves some rounded edges. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this from 100%. I'm going to make it 200%. Make it easier for the guy to see. And I'm going to have to kind of reposition where I can see the edge of this thing. And I can see those sharp edges right now. Okay, I'm going up to the marquee tool, but I don't want the rectangular marquee. I want the elliptical marquee tool. So I'm going to highlight that. I can see I have that marquee tool. There's some options up here that we need to talk about. The first one says make a new selection. And every time I click and drag, it's creating a brand new selection. This says add to the selection. So if I click and drag, I'm actually creating new selections as I go along, or I'm adding to the current selection as I go along. So if you were somewhat creative, we could be making all kinds of I don't know what these things are, but we certainly are making them. This particular guy is subtract. So let's do a little subtracting. And you can see as I'm dragging along, it's actually taking away. And this is the intersection. What is the intersection of the two? Which actually there's not much there. What we want for the first item is the new selection. And I'm going to do a Command D because I don't want anything that I was doing before to interfere with what we're about to do. Now, I'm going to make sure that where it says feather, feather is set to 0. And that's kind of important. This is one of the things that creates problems later on when people don't do that. I'm going to take my crosshairs and I'm going to line them up so that they are as close to the very top edge of this graphic as I can. Now I'm going to click. I'm going to press and hold the Shift key, and I'm going to drag through my graphic. And that looks about like what I'm going to want.